Shields up, Paladins, and welcome to an Overwatch Hero Guide. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'll be talking to you all about Echo and how I like to use this particular character. Echo is one of the damage roll characters within Overwatch, as well as she has 200 health. Now with all this being said and done, let's go ahead and jump right on over to her abilities and her weapon. Now the first thing I want to talk about is her passive ability, which is called Glide. Now the description of this is Echo can glide while falling. Now the movement speed is a horizontal plus 50% buff. If she's going vertical, she is going 4 milliseconds down. Now this can also be used by holding the jump button. Now her actual weapon that she has is called a tri-shot. Now the type is a shotgun, which is a projectile. Damage is 17 per pellet or 51 per shot. Projectile speed is 75 meters per second. Number of pellets is 3. Rate of fire is 0.33 seconds recovery or 3 seconds per shot. Ammo is 15 rounds per magazine. Reload time is 1.5 seconds. As well as you can receive headshots with this particular weapon. Now the description of the tri-shot is Echo fires 3 shots at once in a triangle pattern. Now her next ability that she has is called Sticky Bombs. So this is a projectile type. 6 bombs, which impact does 5, implosion does 25, and self does 12.5. So in total, if you do get the impact on them plus the explosion, you do a total of 30 damage for 1 bomb. The projectile speed is 50 meters per second. Area of effect is a 2 meter explosion radius. The rate of fire is 1 bomb per 0.065 seconds. Casting time is 1 second after stick. Cooldown is 6 seconds. And of course you cannot receive headshots with the sticky bombs. And the description is Echo fires a volley of sticky bombs that detonate after a delay. Her next ability that she has is called Flight. So the movement speed is 8 meters per second, the duration is 3 seconds, and the cooldown is 6 seconds. Now the description of course is Echo surges forward quickly and then can fly freely. You can manually cancel by pressing the ability key again. And holding jump will cause Echo to rise, while holding crouch will cause her to descend. Then of course after flight, do not forget you do have your passive ability, which is called Glide, as I've talked about earlier in this video. And that you can press and hold the jump button after you do a flight to glide somewhere, maybe a little bit farther to get to a platform or whatnot. Her next ability that she has is called Focusing Beam. Now, of course, the type is a beam. Damage is 50 per second or 200 per second on low targets. Max range is 20 meters and duration is 2.5 seconds. Cooldown is 8 seconds and you cannot receive headshots with the Focusing Beam. Now, this deals 4 times more damage if she is targeting someone, including turrets or barriers, whose HP is 50% or lower. Can be manually canceled by pressing the ability key again. Now this will deal up to 176 damage against a full health 200 HP target. This is most of the damage characters that the 200 HP target falls under. Maybe some healers as well, but mainly the DPS guys or the damage guys. Now this is because due to the way damage is distributed through ticks, an extra tick is used to get them to 50% or below. So against 200 HP targets with 199.2 or less HP, Focusing Beam can finish them off with 1 use. But again, you're going to be focusing on that one target individual. Now that one target could be a pain for your team, which could be good and could be beneficial. But also keep in mind that this is pretty much a free aim type of beam. It's not like how Symmetra's beam used to be whenever it used to with her main weapon, where it used to kind of track onto you for no matter what. So of course the description of the Focusing Beam is Echo challenges a beam for a few seconds, dealing very high damage to targets with less than half health. Also keep in mind, I believe Baptiste's immortality field also improves the damage of focusing beam. Keep that in mind. I don't know if everything else, I don't know if the nano boost will also affect that or anything like that. Right now I've only kind of tried it with the immortality field, and I did melt someone down pretty quickly in the first couple seconds of the focusing beam, and they did have full health. So do keep this in mind. And finally, the ultimate ability for Echo, which is called Duplicate. Now the max range is 40 meters, casting time is a 0.35 seconds activation or a 1 second recovery. Duration is 15 seconds and the ultimate cost is 1,960. Now the description of this is Echo duplicates a targeted enemy hero and gains use of their abilities. Now, Echo passively generates 1% ult charge for every 3.92 seconds. Echo's HP instantly becomes the full base HP of their target. So whoever she picks, if you're low health, it's okay. Go ahead, pop your ult, boom. You're now full health of whatever your target might be. So if you're Reinhardt, that's 600 health. That's also including his shield. If you're picking another DPS type of character like McCree or anyone like that, then of course that's 200 health on top of that. So Echo copies the targeted's currently equipped skin, so it doesn't matter what skin they've got, you will copy that skin. Echo's target cannot switch heroes for the duration of the ability. While duplicating, Echo charges her ultimate ability 6.5 times faster than normal. When the duration ends, or if Echo's HP is reduced to 0 or it's reduced to 1, Echo reverts back to normal and her HP returns to full. Reverting back to Echo interrupts whatever ability she was using. So the most deployed abilities disappear after 4 seconds. Sombra's Translocator, May's Ice Wall, Sigma's Experimental Barrier, Symmetra's Photon Barrier, and Zarya's Projected Barrier disappears immediately, as well as Junkrat's Concussion Mine and Reptire will detonate immediately as well. Now the damage over time abilities and heal over time effects continue as normal, so when Duplicate ends, most buffs applied to the duplicated hero are removed. This includes temporary HP given to teammates, except repair packs armor, which this is most likely tied to Hero of the Storm because it's one of the Hero of the Storm's effects that it has. So it's probably the reason why the repair pack still kind of works, but after 3 seconds past the debuffs and biotic grenades healing buff are removed after 3 seconds. So Echo cannot target another Echo, even if that Echo is duplicating another hero or non-playable characters like Bob. If Echo targets a Diva pilot, Echo will still duplicate the mech, and also Echo cannot target behind enemy barriers. So if there's a Reinhardt or a Sigma or even a Orisa for that matter, you have to break that shield, or they have to drop that shield before you're able to either target them or target somebody else that's sitting behind that shield. So that goes for all of her abilities. Now, the way I particularly like to use Echo is she's very, very good right now. And what I mean by that is that you can use Fly to flank around the enemy. You can get behind them pretty quickly. She does a decent amount of damage with her tri-shots, as well as her sticky grenades. You know, that can definitely hurt somebody pretty bad. Sticky grenades, if you do land all of them, they will not kill someone straight out. You do have to hit them either with one or two tri-shot beams, depending on if they're a tank or not. She is right now very, 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 very versatile. But the couple things you have to watch out with her, and kind of treat her like Fada, if you will, in this particular case. And the reason why I bring this up is with Fada, of course, you have the jetpacks, you're able to fly around and glide and stuff like that. Even somewhat with Mercy, a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit with Mercy. Where you don't want to kind of set yourself up for an easy target with like a McCree or even a Widowmaker or a Hanzo for that matter, where they're able to pick you out of the air or pick you out of the sky pretty quickly, and then you're pretty much going to be an easy target for them if you don't watch out how to proceed and how to engage the enemy team. Right now, the way that I like to use her is I like to use her as kind of a medium range. There's sometimes that I do flank behind the enemy to kind of give them that extra bit of surprise to kind of turn them around real quickly. And then while they're in the process of turning around trying to hunt me down, I'm already using Fly to get back to my team so that I can stay right behind the tanks and kind of help them give enemy support or anything like that. Now, one of the cool things that I like to do specifically with Echo is that I know a lot of times our healers, if you're going into a random comp or a random queue type of game like me and my buddy did in this particular video, that the healers sometimes struggle to keep the tanks up. So there are times that I'll specifically pick a healer just to help with the healing. They might be back in BFE somewhere, but I can at least pick a Lucio or someone. Boom, I can go ahead and get that, and guess what? If I'm Lucio, I'm healing my team, I'm doing damage, I'm getting my ult 6.5 times faster than normal. I can go ahead and pop Sound Barrier if I like it or not. Even before you even leave the form, definitely pop your ultimate. Because that is something extra that your team has in their pocket. Is another Sound Barrier, maybe another self-destruct if you're D.Va, or even an Earth Shatter if you're Reinhardt for that matter. So definitely, if you get your ultimate as Echo, don't hold it. Just go ahead, pop that son of a gun. You might be in the time frame that you're still playing as that character, you might be able to get another ultimate back. So that is something to keep in mind while definitely playing as Echo, and that's some things that I've seen with Echo players, is that they'll get their ultimate and they'll just sit there and hold on to it for God knows how long. No, go ahead, pop that sucker. Go ahead and duplicate somebody, whoever it might be. It all depends on how the game is going. So you kind of look at their hero stack up. There's a lot of times I really don't pick other DPS. I really pick either a healer or a tank. If our DPS is lacking, then sure, I'll definitely pick another DPS to kind of help out. But for the main part, or for the most part, I'm really looking at their tanks and I'm really looking at their healers, and then I'm looking at my own team and going, okay, well we're really struggling here with the healers. Great, they've got a Lucio on their team. Boom, I want to copy him so I can keep my tanks up while my healers are trying to run to me or run back to us since they just died. So that's kind of the thing, and that's kind of the situational awareness that you have to be as an Echo player. I can see her having many great things with her. She is a very, very powerful character, as well as her tri-beam is great as well. I've seen a lot of people just use that tri-beam just to get shields out of the way, so where that their team was able to push through and deal that extra damage. Anytime that you see you shield up as an Echo, don't be afraid to throw all your sticky bombs on that son of a gun too. That's one of the things that you can kind of look at as an Echo player. She is a very, very versatile character. But I like to play the medium to short range with her. Actually, no, I take that back. The medium to long range with her. Her short range, close quarters combat is kind of a little iffy unless you can hit your shots pretty decently. If you can hit your shots, then she's great with the damage that she does up close and personal. But from a medium to long range, not long range as in Hanzo or Widowmaker, but a little bit less than that. Kind of want to stay right in that middle range with her, and she is excelling tremendously at that point. And again, however you want to look at her as a hero specific character, or even as a team helper, she is great in that aspect just because of her ultimate. So hopefully I answered a lot of questions, comments, concerns. If I did, definitely leave a comment down below if there's something that I missed or there's something that you might have questions about or anything like that. I'll definitely be glad to answer them. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next video.